today is... It's October 1st. What do you think? Not only that, the theme song's playing, so everyone knows that song. So, for starters, I owned the VHS, used to, and the DVD, which I wish I had kept the first format DVD because it had so much better special features than the Blu-ray, in my opinion. It had more in-depth conversations with the actors and like Jamie Lee Curtis and Nick Castle and John Carpenter and all that. And for starters, one of the things that's interesting about that is that Michael Myers, his walk, Nick Castle wanted to do something specific. Like, he thought, since he came out of the sanitarium, that he asked John Carpenter if he should have like a tick, like a jerk or something in his walk, or but John Carpenter just wanted it to be natural and for him to just walk, basically. So that's what he did. I guess that's his natural walk. But the film was made in 1978 and, of course, directed by John Carpenter and produced by Deborah Hill, and starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasence. So the cinematography and the film is really great and well done. And the only complaint I do have about the movie really is the acting. Jamie Lee Curtis does good for most of the part except for her crying. I think she overdoes it. Donald Pleasence does well. Which I think if they would have put more of him in there, would have been nice, like they did for the TV film. But then Jamie Lee Curtis, for the most part, like I said, she did really well. All except for that one crying bit she does, which at the end she does good at the last scene. What's the boogeyman part? But her screaming is good. Her chemistry with the other characters are good. Yeah. So as for the other actors, I don't like PJ Souls and I forgot the others, but I don't like their acting at all. But that can be looked over because of the story and the directing. So thank God. But the movie, it's one of the very reasons I'm still a little nervous about like home invasions, is because it just seems so real. Like even in the neighborhood of Haddonfield, it's like your casual, pretty middle class neighborhood. So you didn't think much would happen, but that's what's so great about what John Carpenter and Deborah Hill done, is that they went for the opposite of what we were expecting as an audience, even for back then. And it stood the test of time where it's still going on. Like, they're making a 2018 film, and so if something is still that strong, it's really remarkable. Which, everything that's been said in movie reviews and, biographies and all, it's all been said about, like The Mask by Cameron Kirk and all that, so I'm not going to go with all that. I'm just going to talk more about the movie. And how it has that I think it's called sepia tint to it back in the day, which it's kind of like off color a little bit, which I really love that, because I just love the absence of color, I guess. Which that's one thing I've done with the 2018 film, but again, this is a new era in time, and they're trying to appeal to their other audiences, so I understand that. But one small problem I have is that it's not like in the dead of fall when they filmed it, so it's all the leaves on the trees are green and they're not even off the trees, like the leaves are still very much alive. Which they actually, I think they went off and I think they said they made some fake leaves or something, or found some somewhere laying around and they brought them for the set. But anyway, that's a little nitpick I have about it. But and then half the film is set at night, so it's not really noticeable then. If you just look past that, which I mean, it's October 1st now, and still there's green leaves, so it just depends on the weather and all that. So, but the score is amazing. It's one of my favorites from any movie. Scores, I guess, which I listen to it a lot, especially in October. But like that's my thing. I'll listen to like movie scores, like from Passion of the Christ, Gladiator, Lord of the Rings. But this one always stood out to me, which it does with a lot of other fans too, which I think is another positive to this film, and a big factor of it is why it's so great. This movie is way past my time. I was born in 1990, which my mom, she was around Jamie Curtis's age when the movie came out, in her like 19s, late teens, 20s, somewhere around there. And she never liked the movie, but she mentioned how, it was very popular back in the day, and, it still is. That, again, it's just really amazing how film can remain on Earth and still be talked about, like, even 40 years from now, when people ourselves can, pass away or, age. Which films age too, but, they don't die. Just like evil. But, anyways, yeah, so, yeah. This is how Michael would have looked if Nick Castle got to choose with how to make the character work. I'm so thankful for John Carpenter telling him to just walk and not go, all crazy with the walking. Because after all, he is known as the shape, so he's not supposed to really have a humanity aspect to him. It's just supposed to be kind of there. Even though he is very much human, he's more supernatural. That's what John Carpenter intended. But let's hope he remains that way this time with the sequel that's coming. But again, I think that's what really sets this film, and it spiraled out where, inspired Friday the 13th and, many others, slashers, which this is, I wouldn't really notify this one as a slasher. It's more of a psychological thriller. But anyway, they went on to being one, I guess. But yeah, Michael Myers, just the character, or lack thereof, really, was just always my favorite, because unlike Freddy or even Jason, where they have motives, Michael doesn't, and which makes it much more scarier. It's like they say in Scream, Billy Loomis mentioned how it's much scarier when there is no motive, and I think I agree with that, which some might not, but it's true for me. Just not knowing of what's lurking or what's behind the mask exactly is what's frightening. But I said this many times before, and I'll say it again, as far as Halloween, the original, is my favorite Halloween movie. second part 2 has elements of it that I really like, and for that I do count it as, you know, a sequel for it. And then of course there's H2O, which I'll even count that too because it has such a damn good ending, and the acting by Jamie Lee Curtis is phenomenal, great, and Josh Hartnett's good in it for his first role. Even Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it, which I think he would be better as the son of Jamie Lee Curtis, but that's just me. Even Michelle Williams is great, and she's in it. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Back to the original. So, what do you guys think? I know you love the movie too, that's why you're here. So be a dear and subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think or disagree, if you hate me or love me. But yeah, this is just the beginning of October. There's more to come. Until the end. Until next year. Have a good day.